legs. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Brands Hatch, a chilly Brands Hatch as well for day 2 here at the MG Trophy Championship. Race 2 coming up a little bit later, but we've decided to come down for our now famous paddock walks. Now, I couldn't possibly do it by myself, because those who follow the MG Trophy Championship over the years will probably know Katie Donnelly with me. Katie, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. It's definitely, I feel, a better day today for it. I feel like I'm hoping, according to the weather report, it's going to stay dry, so we're hoping that for the drivers.
People were a bit unsure yesterday, weren't they?
They were,
qualifying,
yeah.
A few people unsure. I know Jack Chapman went a dry setup. It proved to be the wrong choice. The track is quite moist at the minute, but the race isn't actually due to get underway till 1:30, so we are going to have dry running. What did you make of the race yesterday? Because it was action-packed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, especially with those Class B drivers. I mean, they're always the ones that are having the competition, but it was, I think, 4 drivers that were trying to fight for that second place, and obviously in the end
it was an absolute corker, wasn't it? Unfortunately, we lost Lee Sullivan from it early on. He did get into the lead. In fact, let's have a look at the official race classification from yesterday. We can show it on screen. There it is for you. I'll just have a quick look as well, and we can run through it. So yeah, Graham Ross picking up the win in Class A and overall. Fergus Campbell in second, but picking up the Class B honours. Tyler Ballard in third. He actually got fastest lap of the race as well. Jack Woodcock, he's just off to our right. We're going to go grab him very shortly if we can have a word with him. He's been doing a bit of photo shooting on the main straight here, hasn't he?
Being a little bit of a pin-up boy.
The little poser there. Jack Chapman as well, finishing in 5th. Then Paul Savage 6th. Matthew Harvey was 7th. Sam Meagher 8th. James Blake 9th. Anthony Wigley 10th. Robin Walker 11th. As we said, unfortunately, your dad, John Donnelly,
my dad,
didn't finish. What happened? Let's take that graphic down now.
So his battery died. His battery died, and he tried to get back out and get enough time in so that he could finish, but he just missed out by like 1 lap.
And as we said, we lost Lee Sullivan as well. It was a very entertaining day. Let's go have a quick look down here. This is Jack Woodcock's car. As we saw, he was pottering around somewhere. I wonder if we can find him and have a quick word with him. He is there. Jack, can we just borrow you for a second, please? Do you want some lipstick? It was quite an entertaining race for you yesterday, wasn't it? But we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that shortly, so we just let him speak into it. You've been posing on the grid, haven't you? What's been going on there? Dickon's been taking some pictures of you.
Yeah, luckily I was lucky enough to get CU Fosco's to sponsor us this year, so get some nice photos for him, send them over, and it looks good. It's a good-looking car this year, so. The more pictures, the better.
The more pictures, the better. Talk us through the race then, because it was eventful for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was. I'm not used to. I said before, I'm not used to that many cars being that quick around me.
Yeah.
So it took a couple of laps, and I went backwards a little bit. But once I got into it, then we had a good battle with Jack and.
Was it Paul? Did you have a good battle with?
No, I'm terrible with names.
Tyler got away.
No, Tyler pulled away. Yeah. It was good. It was learned a lot in one race.
Yeah.
And,
So race 2 then. I like to put people under the cosh a little bit.
Yeah.
Where are you going to finish?
I don't know. I'm going to tuck him behind. Tyler directly in front of me, so I'm going to tuck him behind Tyler and see if we can just work our way through. Yeah. If we get another top 3, it'd be brilliant.
Fantastic. Thanks for talking to us, Jack.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Katie, let's keep going down because I do want to have a look. We were just talking about Tyler Ballard's car, weren't we? He put in the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah.
It is a very good-looking car. I don't think we're going to be able to speak to him actually because he has run off. He went down that way. However, a few days ago, we did the MG Trophy Championship preview show. Tyler did join us on that. In fact, here he is now, actually.
Speaking of the devil car,
Tyler, you need to come have a quick word with us. That was bad timing for you, wasn't it? He's just got a cup of coffee in his hand as well. Yeah, we are live in the paddock here. Don't forget, if you do like what you see and want to find out more about the MG Trophy Championship, there is a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you straight through to the website. Tyler, yesterday's race, it was kind of a race of 2 halves for you, wasn't it? Quite action-packed the first half, and then when you got into third, it was a bit lonely for you.
Yeah, to be fair, I had a really good race with Jack and Sam. It was close, and Fergus was just a bit too far ahead for me, which was a bit of a shame, but still enjoyed it. Still got some valuable championship points, and hoping to do the same today.
You look like you had a bit of fun out there because you did put the fastest lap of the race in as well.
Yeah, I was quite shocked for that. Yeah, it must have been a good lap, but yeah, I'm just looking to do the same today and just see how we get on.
Fantastic. Thanks for talking to us, Tyler. We'll let you crack on and get that cup of coffee. Tyler's had a lot of media coverage this weekend. Thanks for joining us the other day as well. I do appreciate it, mate.
Fine, mate. No problem. I've only just woken up, so I'm a bit like.
It is still early. Of course, race 2, as we said, not due to get underway
Yeah.
till 1:30. Shall we? I don't know if any of the garages, I think they're all closed. Let's go back this way, shall we? See what it's really like sort of behind the scenes. What is it like then in the trophy paddock? Because you're here quite a lot, aren't you, Katie? As we said, your dad races as well.
So it's quite interesting actually because
Should we go up this way, see if anybody else is about?
I didn't even like motorsport. Like I really didn't. My dad, as a kid, he would always when I was a kid, he would be like, "Oh, Grand Prix weekend," and I'd be like, "Oh no, it's Grand Prix weekend." And then he started racing in 2020, and I got to Silverstone. I got to go to the paddock.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I love it. I want to do it all the time. And now I'm just involved in every way possible. But yeah, it's a lot of fun because everybody just gets on so well. And everyone, it's a big family, basically. And if you've got things going on, then everyone's going to help each other out. It's like, you never want to see someone not start a race, right? You'd much rather help them get on the track than have to stay in the garage.
Well, talking of new experiences, this is Sam Meagher's car here as well. We spoke to him yesterday in the assembly area. He'd never driven round here. You wouldn't know it, would you, actually? Because when Jack Woodcock was talking about who he was battling with, it was Sam Meagher. Quite the learning curve, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think because this track is quite interesting as well because you get quite a lot of spins. I think it's Paddock Hill.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah.
You get quite a lot of those, but everybody seems to be sticking to the black stuff, which is good.
Yeah, there was a lot of oil spilt yesterday as well. Hopefully that's been washed away and cleared up now, so we should have some clean racing now. Yesterday as well, there was the trophy awards, wasn't there, for race 1. I did pop up and we saw Fergus, well, saw everybody getting the trophies, but I did catch a bit of footage of Fergus Campbell and Graham Ross, your race winners. And this is how it looked and sounded when the trophies were handed out. Roll BT.
Start really good. Really good. Yeah, the first part of the race was fantastic, and I could see that Graham was struggling to get to start off with, and we sort of sneaked through, and then Graham came back, but before that point we were quite close together, and then got back together with Lee, and unfortunately he had a problem. So, you know, yeah, I mean, credit to good tech, sorting the car, and nice to be back in the trophy.
Yeah, good to have you back. Well done. Right, Mr. Ross, long drive, 10 hours to get here.
Yes, it's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah.
In contrast to the last 2 years when it's not been worth it. There you go.
Correct.
Yeah, it was good. It was interesting because we hummed and hawed what tyres to go on. Some slicks on the front. It was elected for slicks on the front. Wet out for the green flag laps. It would have been better slicks all round. But it made life interesting. Practical very was a hoot. And we tussled with Fergus and that's been quite good. So once I took it out in front, it was just, you kept seeing Fergus, never managed to gap him, but I was doing all I could with it, to be able to sort of set up with the two different tyres. So I just managed to nurse it home and nice to be back in the podium.
And is this a first win for the left hooker?
You will know. Yes, you will know if it's the first win for him. You've got the stats.
No, left hooker.
Yes.
The left hooker.
Yes.
So first left-hand ZR Trophy race win.
As far as I know, yes. When you said left hooker, you're talking about something else. I don't know if the first one of them or not, to be honest with you. Left-hand drive, yes.
Yeah, I think that's quite a landmark. I know Graham's persisted with the left-hand drive. A bit unsuccessfully to start with, but you've worked at it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And made it work.
Yeah, it's the future. Everybody should buy a left-hand drive.
Right.
And fight one.
Any advantages?
None whatsoever.
So don't do it.
Don't do it. It's pure exercise and vanity. That's all it is.
Yeah, fantastic. Well done. Well done.
Funny enough, the video is you picking up your trophy right now. That's been playing.
Is it? Oh, that's good. Welcome
back, everybody. We've just seen him picking up his trophy, and here he is as well, Graham Ross. Graham, first of all, congratulations on yesterday's race and win. It was a cracker. Wasn't quite so straightforward, was it? Lee and Fergus got you at the start.
Yes, well, of course, with the Class B cars having different tyres, I would have said that their tyres were more suited to the conditions yesterday.
Yeah.
We had to make the call is either all wets, all slicks, or we can do the combination of slicks on the front and wets on the back, which is what I went for. I wasn't brave enough for slicks all round, but when I went out in the green flag lap, it should have been slicks all round. I should have done it, but hindsight's always 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
So I had our wets on the rear, which they're okay, they'll come in right away, but the slicks just take a bit of time. So a bit of wheel spin off the line. Fergus and Lee got past me, but I knew with the conditions of the track, the car would come to me.
Yeah.
So I knew at some point we'd be battling with them, which, well, I think second or third lap we'll get into a bit of a battle, and then managed to get past them. Lee unfortunately had the mechanical, which is a bit of a shame. So I think him and Fergus were a proper ding dong. And then after that, the rear tyres, because the track is so dry, they start to go off. So it's fun, and it's fun in a situation where you've got that much of a gap in front that you can afford to have a bit of, But I don't think I got Paddock Hill right twice. I don't think I did the same line twice. It was hilarious.
Well, there was a lot of oil down on the track as well, all throughout the day, wasn't there? Was it slippy out there?
Well, there was one time in particular I took a different line in, and the back end of the car was really, really loose, and I thought that's more like fluid than anything that I've done. That's my excuse anyway. But I managed to hold it all the way down, and it was just a case. I mean, people said to me, "Did you manage the gap to Fergus?" Yes and no. I was trying my hardest, because it's a weird feeling driving the car with so much, well, either grip or looseness at the back, depending on the conditions of the track. So I was trying, but by the same token, I didn't want to throw the thing off. I didn't sort of think, well, I have to really go, charging here to try and keep the gap from Fergus. So it was management, but by the same token, he was not letting me have it on my own way.
Now, yesterday, unfortunately, we know Doug Cole, and you said you're a little bit concerned. We think he's going to be back today, though. He said the alternator, it's fixed. Katie, you've just said it's fixed.
Apparently
Doug Cole,
so.
We think breaking news is going to be in this race, and you're a little bit concerned about that.
Well, yes, Doug has won round here before, no problems. Yesterday, he had the option of putting, it all gets very complicated with tyres, he had the option of putting the Yokohama wets on the back, where mine was the Dunlops, and the Yokohama wets are not, in my opinion, are not such a pure wet tyre. So, whereas my tyres were giving me a wee bit of grief, Doug with the Yokis, I think that was the tyre to have if you were going to put wets on the back. And if he had been running there, I reckon he would have won that race, because he would have given me, because he was right behind me on the grid. So that was maybe a bit of luck that he wasn't there, but today he is. I suspect for the Class A car it's going to be slicks all round. So I reckon Doug and me are, I'd like to think we're going to have a ding-dong today.
Well, there we go, a ding-dong indeed. Graham, thank you so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it. So good luck for race 2 as well. In fact, let's have a quick look at the grid, shall we? Let's pop that image on screen so you can see how they are going to line up for race 2 a little bit later this afternoon. 1:30, I think it's lights out, isn't it, Katie?
I believe so.
And it's going to be looking quite spicy as well. Sullivan on pole position, Ross in second, alongside him Doug Cole, as we just mentioned. That's going to be a cracker. Fergus Campbell in 4th, then Tyler Ballard 5th, Robin Walker 6th, Jack Walker is 7th, then we've got Sam Meagher, James Cole, Matthew Harvey, Paul Savage, Anthony Wigley, your dad John Donnelly in 13th. Unlucky for some, but not necessarily.
Maybe not for him, maybe not. We have faith.
James Blake and Jack Chapman as well. Jack Chapman came through the field very well yesterday too, didn't he? Let's take that graphic down. That's how they're going to line up for race 2. We're going to go get ourselves a nice cup of coffee, because it's quite nippy out here.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Race 2 coming up, don't forget, at 1:30. You can watch it live. Wherever you're watching this, you can watch it live. Best place to do it is at Live Sport Now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click, and if you comment in the live chat section, we can show it on screen, just so long as you keep it clean. Make sure you hit subscribe whilst you're over there as well. Katie, thanks so much for joining us on that walk. I couldn't have done it without you. I genuinely mean that. It's lovely to see you as well. We'll be back for race 2 of the MG Trophy Championship later this afternoon. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.